Okay, so let's start. If you guys would tell me your names and your team, and a little bit about why you're doing the 3-day.
My name is Tim Colvin. I'm one of the co-captains for Team Stayin Alive.
I'm Eydie Carnes, and I'm Tim's cousin, and I'm the reason that I'm doing the walk is because first she asked me if I would do this and be a part of her team for this.
And Tim, how did you decide to start the team this year?
Edie's sister, my cousin Julie, walked in Atlanta last year, and I had been diagnosed in 2007 with breast cancer, metastatic, stage 4, and I just expected to die by the end of 2007, and I waited and waited, and I wasn't getting any worse. I wasn't getting sick, and I just couldn't die. So I thought, what am I going to do now? So I thought I'd follow Julie's lead and spend my time and energy that I have to raise money for research and keeping people staying alive.
So I've talked to a lot of people doing interviews and various different reasons. Do you think that being a survivor to this point has really motivated you as far as maybe getting out there and training the extra mile or doing a little extra for fundraising or anything like that?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm amazed at how much is out there for people with breast cancer. I don't think of myself as a survivor. I think of myself living with it. It's with me, it's in my body, and I live with it. And what makes that possible is the research that's been done, the advances. It's amazing. I was diagnosed in South Africa, and I had my first surgery there. And coming back over here, within a few weeks of that surgery, I was surprised to see what was going on over here as opposed to, a country like South Africa. I don't consider it third world, but it's behind us, and about 20 years behind us in the cancer field.
14 years.
And I've been there a while. And so I look at the advances here in the United States. I wish we could do the same over there in Southern Africa. And that's why I walk. That's why I'm raising the money and raising awareness of it. Everybody I talk to has been touched in some way by breast cancer.
So is breast cancer the reason that you came back to the States?
Yes, yes. I was diagnosed on January 12th. I had my first surgery on January 23rd. And then I was on the plane home by February 13th.
Wow, that's
with two
very
suitcases
quick.
of 10 years. After 10 years over there, 2 suitcases, and I came home, and my daughter was with me, and it was just a whirlwind of a life change. And, expecting, I don't know what. I was just in shock, I think. But after the shock wore off, I thought, now what can I do with this?
So maybe the thing I'd like to talk about next, maybe a little bit about your team. You told me a little earlier about your team. It's a fairly large team, but it sounds like you guys are kind of scattered out. If you could start by telling me where everybody is, and then also how you stay in contact and how you guys motivate each other with that distance in between you.
Email back and forth every day.
Well,
Encourage
yeah.
each other.
Email, phone calls. We're all basically family, and then extended family, I guess you'd say, and then some friends. And I think just about every one of us, even the extended family friends, have either had someone in their family who have had it, or is dealing with it at the time. I mean, it seems like everybody is.
Yeah. We've got
been touched with it. So.
We've got 16 team members scattered from Atlanta, Georgia to Jacksboro, Texas, and Arlington to Dallas and Austin, Waco, and even a group from Louisiana. And so we're scattered, but each group has kind of a team captain, to motivate them. And then our cousin Julie, that walked last year in Atlanta, has been great to keep us all on track. sending out emails, calling. We've been able to get together for some fundraisers. That motivates us. So it's been difficult, and finding people to train with, because we're scattered so much. But that's been a nice find, because I've met several walkers in the Austin area, and I think Eydie has in Arlington, that we've made new friends from our walking and training together.
So are there a lot of people on your team that this is also their first year? I heard you say your cousin Julie walked in Atlanta. I'm assuming that she's on your team this year.
Right. Her and her son, her 16-year-old son.
Okay. Are there any other repeat walkers that you have, or most everybody first time?
I think most first time.
Yeah. Now, some of them have done smaller walks for breast cancer, but I'm not sure any of them have done the 3 day.